Hi! Welcome to the third instalment of trying to make this video, because for some reason it's is it 3 or 4? I've tried many times to make this video. The first time I tried to make it, I just got all the words wrong and wasn't very happy with it and rushed it. The second time I tried to make it, something went jiggly-puff with the camera. The third time I tried to make it, I made it on the camera on my phone and recorded 22 minutes of me using the front-facing camera instead of the back-facing camera. So there's loads and lovely audio, which sounds a bit muffled because the microphone on my Samsung is crap, and the picture was of a speaker for 22 minutes. So here we go again. So, first of all, it's Sunday afternoon. Last weekend I went to Roll Out Roll Call. It was a convention in London where we talk about robots, i.e. Transformers, but we talk about all the robots. We talk about the GoBots, and we talk about anything robot-y, really. It's all on the agenda. Everything's cool. We also talk about G.I. Joes. And when I say we, I didn't talk about it at all because I know nothing about G.I. Joe, but I did meet the Baroness and see her go, Cobra! Apparently, it's some big thing. She made a big deal of it. I don't know what she's going on about. Now, this one was a little bit weird because it was in a different place, a different time, and I wish I'd validated the parking properly because I thought it was going to cost me £10 and it cost me 35 quid because someone else paid for the hotel room. But I got to hang out with not a completely different bunch of peeps, but a very, very different bunch of peeps. I went for dinner with the Mapes boys, which was particularly cool. They know stuff. They know so much stuff. I don't know what they do for a living. I've got them both on Facebook now. I've got to say hello. I've asked them to come on the podcast someday and they said yes. I say they've said yes. One of them has said yes. But they're twins, identical twins. I'm not sure which one said yes. I'm just going to message both of them in a wall one day and just go, hi, can we do this? It'll be fine. Got proper drunk. Now I don't know if he's going to like this, but I'm a cheeky monkey, so I'm going ahead with it anyway. When you get steaming drunk and abuse people, it's now called Thew drunk. We're going to get Thew drunk. And it doesn't mean we're going to take Thew and get him drunk. Hello.
You're in a podcast?
No, I'm doing a video. Where was I? What was I saying?
Something about...
you dick!
You being a mega gaylord.
My housemate John. That was... Someone that watches this video is going to get very upset by what he just said. And if you're that someone, I don't think he means it in that way. He's a really, really placid, hippie kind of guy. He's using it as a phrase, not, you understand. Thew drunk, that's where we were. So we all knew that it was time to go for some food after day one, which was good, and I bought stuff. We'll go through that in a minute. The dealer rooms were awesome, if I'm honest. It's hard when you get in a place like that, especially when you're really, really working to a budget, because I'm no good at budgets. I'm no good at many things, but budgets are one of the worst ones. But I did a little bit of saving. I did my best. We all sat down in the foyer, and there must be a good group of 6 or 7 of us that turned into 10 of us, that turned into 14 of us, all deliberating. Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? Some are good mood, some are in a bad mood. We needed food. So after deliberating massively, it ended up that some brave soldier who I love just went, right, we're going to walk to the pub. So we walked to the pub. It was called the Three... I don't remember what it was called. It was called the Three something. The Three Magpies. If you want to go there and see where we went, then you too could sit on the same chairs as Thew and the Mapes boys. I'm not mentioning everybody because I'll just upset people. Because there are people that are going to come in. It's fine. Shh. Food was nice. Beer was good. Had lots of beer. Had some food. Cold outside because there was no room in there because they literally looked at us, just went, you're not coming in. And we were like, well, if we sit out the back, please? And they went, no, that's fine. So we sat out the back for a bit. It got a bit blustery. Towards 7:30, 8 o'clock, it was absolutely fine when they just said, no, come in. There was loads of room at the inn. So we all gathered round a table, got drunk, were very, very crude, and got onto conversations that maybe shouldn't appear in public, but if you were going to have them, in a pub is definitely the right place to start. The phrases of the night were, shut your damn mouth, and Your Mum, which were both hilarious and both came out of the mouth of the least likely person I thought of in the world to say them. But say them he did. It was hilarious. I really liked it. It was really good. To be honest with you, when you do these convention things, 99% of the time, the daytime is all kind of interesting and cool, and you're getting to do things and meet people and buy toys and see stuff and listen to things. We all know it's all about the evenings. It's all about the evenings. Hits 8 o'clock and everyone gets pissed, and then the real fun kicks in. Obviously, for every up, there must be a down. And then Sunday morning came along. Now, the hotel room was just magnificent. It was absolutely beautiful. The bed was ginormous. The curtains were so thick, no light got through. It could be jet black at 11 o'clock. It was wonderful. So I got upstairs, had a little wander around, went for breakfast. Didn't really eat much breakfast because we decided at around about 11:30, when it was maybe sort of I'm too pissed bedtime, to drink half a bottle of Jack Daniels and do drinking games. That didn't work. So I had a bath in the beautiful bath. We took Radox and it was just chilly chill time, where I know I should have been off listening to stuff, but you don't get to stay in posh hotels like this very often, and you've got to make the most of them. So it was just a calm, cool... It wasn't a Jack Daniels, was it? Because I was driving later on. It was a big glass of water, cold water, in the bath, bubbles, badass. Any man that thinks it's in some way unmanly to not have bubbles in a bath, you're so wrong. You've just got to have bubbles in a bath. It's important. So we went downstairs and listened to people talk about things, which was very nice. Saw Morgan Lofting, saw Neil Ross, who I bottled out of saying hello to, which makes me a giant pussy. I should have, because he was Springer from Transformers the movie. Genuinely missed out. What a voice that man has. He just sits there talking and it's all deep and gravelly. And I did the voice acting thing. It was all la 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 la. Great. Not actually, kind of. I don't know. I've heard lots of people talk with a beautiful ear for telling stories. And he wasn't really one of them. But he was Springer. And it was great, and he was genuine, and it was nice, and he had loads of stuff to say. He's worked with some amazing people, but he was very friendly, and if people said, "Oh, can I have this, and can I have your autograph, and can I have my picture taken with you?" Yeah, brilliant, which is what you need from a convention guest. If you're going to be a convention guest and you don't want to sit and have your photo taken with people, you're doing the wrong thing. So, end of the day comes around, and I'm starting to fidget. Because I never really took many photos of it. It meant quite a lot. I'm staring at it now. I'm looking wistfully off screen. I always do the custom comp. I love the custom comp. Last year it was a real rush because of many things, because of me being horrifically lazy. For many, many, many reasons, the custom comp last year was a rush. Now I really enjoy the rush because if you were to say to me, Dave, what do you think you should have done for a living? Dave, what do you think you should have done for a living if you could have known what your real, genuine skill set was at school? What would you have done for the livings? And I would have said to you, I want to be a prop builder, be it in theatre or stage or anything like that. I like making spaceships and guns. I like using tools and making things and making a mess and taking nothing and ending up with something. And that is ma raison d'être. I like it. It is very good. I like it in my life. But this year I had absolutely stacks of time and a very, very good idea presented to me by a beautiful, beautiful man who was losing his hair so quickly it's unbelievable. So I made War Within the Grimlock out of a 1983 watercolor tank. I don't know why I do this accent now. I started and I cannot stop. It's a 1983 Hiss tank. It was the brightest, most garish, disgusting piece of thing in the world. Every time you put water on it, it changed colour. This thing on the top has a plunger in it, like that, so you fill it up. You get a tube that's on here. You put the tube in the water, you go like that, and then you go and you squirt someone. Does it work? No. Is it fun? Well, yeah, quite possibly. Was it nice that it changed colour? Well, 1983, that's what it was all about. It was about global hypercolour and new technology and stuff like that. Was it easy to paint? No, it was not, and took so much primer to make everything stick properly. It was unbelievable. But we got there in the end. Gold on the front, gold on the back, red in the middle, just like a Grimlock. 3 different shades of silver and then a Tamiya smoke over the top to dull everything down. The top does lift up still, but I cut off the tabs to make it stay, to actually get the paint in the back bit and make it do. This I'm particularly proud of because it really looks 3-dimensional. It doesn't look... It really looks metal. I'm really pleased. It really looks like metal, and I'm very, very happy with that. And once I was done, I took some Flory models. Shout to Philip Flory. You're never going to see this, but you do good stuff, man. I like it. And it's this clay wash. And you give it a gloss coat so it's all slippery, and then once the gloss is dried you put this clay wash over it. You cake it on with a massive brush and then wipe it off with an old rag, and then on all the dents and recesses that the rag can't get to, but if you scrape it off in the right direction it makes it look like it's been rained on and dirty, and that looks like it's been rained on and dirty with marks and scars and grime and crud. So Dave Tree is reading out he's reading out the finalists, he's reading out stuff, and I'm sat there and I'm sort of... There are people around me that know me and they can all see that I'm getting a bit twitchy because they read out 3rd and they read out 2nd, and the competition was pretty good this year because there was a really nice Springer thing, and I was particularly enamoured. Someone painted a medic, a G.I. Joe medic, as Ratchet. And there were quite a lot of character entries this year, and I really like the character entries. I think they really work well. But because of the size and they're quite small, you would I don't know how you would do one exceptional enough to really beat a vehicle. So Dave, he strung it out, bugger. He strung it out for ages, and then he said that. Long story short, I won the competition. I did come first because that's what I like to do, is come first. There's a joke in there somewhere. I did, however, buy a toy or two. Do you want to have a look? Walked in the hall. First thing I saw, I wanted to buy all of these and didn't, for a very good reason, which you'll see in a minute. I bought me some Optimus Prime love. It's the great big leader class Optimus Prime from Titan Wars, and I love it. The base mode on this thing is magnificent. He's been a lot like this. He does posy nice. He doesn't look up, but he does... I'll go through it another day. Base mode is sublime. Get it. Play with the base mode. Just buy it anyway. Phone up Dave at All the Cool Stuff and say, Dave, can I have one of your Optimus Primes, please? I'm sure he'll furnish you with one. Now, if you don't know anything about me, I'm very surprised that you're watching this channel, because I'm nearly 1,000 subscribers. I've got like 9 people to get before I hit 1,000. For some reason, the 1,000 thing's back on my mind again. I'd really like to hit 1,000 subscribers. I don't need that many. I'm going to make some videos until I hit it. We'll see how it goes. Might say something controversial, see if I can get people to join in. But to be honest with you, we've done controversy lately. I'm fucking done with controversy. Sid Beckett sold me a universe Optimus Primal, who's not a Maximal, he's an Autobot. And if you want to know why, please go and watch I Love Mess's video of Universe Optimus Primal. Ray did a little bit of painting on him. I've never seen one. I thought it was one of those Holy Grail... I've got my Holy Grail. I thought it was one of those rare I'll never see one toys. Saw it, wasn't complete. Missing a missile, missing the bat face. He's got a bad face, he's got a real bad face. Can you see in there? And behind it, it's supposed to have the bat face thing. The bat face sucks donkey plop. So I'm not worried about it at all. So Batface has done one. One of the missiles has done one. I don't really care about missiles. I'll just spray another one yellow or something like that one day. I'm very happy to have this thing. It does mean that all I need one day is the transparent red Fire Guts Optimus Primal. I think Dean from Big D's Toy Chest has one without any accessories. I might have to tickle him nicely until we can come to an exchange. But I really want one. If there are a few of something and you get all but one, suddenly your whole goal in life comes to get the missing one that's missing. I need one. Not now, later. Ooby-doo, I wanna be like you, ooh, shoopa-dooba-doo-wah. Before the actual show, there was something on the Transformers community sales page that I saw, and I was like, oh, because I'd seen it on there a couple of times, and oddly, it obviously hadn't sold, and it was definitely the price that I wanted to pay. So the Cull, Mr. Martin Cull, who we had a good conversation, good long conversation actually. I hope you've made that phone call that we talked about. Said to me a little while ago, I'll buy it for you and take it to roll call, and then we can just sort it out then. I'd forgotten I'd said that, spent loads of the money and had to go to the hole in the wall to get more out because I'm a cock. But it was well worth it because now I own Alternity Optimus Prime, who's a red Nissan 350Z fair lady. He weighs a ton, he poses nice, he's got teeny tiny feet. I can't turn him back into a car. I need to just sit and think about it for a little while and really have a proper play. But the head doesn't seem to want to fold down again, and I'm terrified of pushing it too hard and breaking it. So I'm going to have to watch some videos. But to be honest with you, after convention time comes along, you've just got to sit down, put the toys down, play with them, touch some stuff, let it soak in, then play toys later on. Yes, do we agree? I mean, everybody's different. So you're probably thinking, that's not really much of a haul. That's not a haul at all. But there was a guy who was selling loads of stuff. It was just it was tat, if I'm honest. There was just some tat on there. You know what it's like when you see everything at once. You want to buy it all. But I saw one thing. I saw one thing that gave me such a horrific nerd boner. I walked by it. And the friend that I was stood with, I looked at her and she looked at me, and I looked at her and she looked at me, and it was like, she just saw the look on my face and went, you need to have it, don't you? And I was like, oh my God, I need to have it so badly. So I walked by it 2 or 3 times, and then I sorted some shit out. And I said, can I have a look at the thing that I want more than all the other things in this building right now? Even the Fort Max, the new Titan Wars, I would have fucking given one of those away in seconds for this stupid thing. A lightsaber. Because it's exactly what you wanted at a Transformers convention. Now, the guy, when I said to him, can I have a look at your lightsaber, please? He picked it up and passed it to me, and I thought, the blade on that is a bit thin, and why is it... Excuse me. Mind of its own. Why is the blade thin? It looks a bit shiny, it's a bit scratched, I'm not sure if I'm into it. And he put it in my hands and just went plonk. And it weighs a ton. This is proper real deal, made in your shed, extruded aluminium. This is a 10-year-old Park Sabers Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker. The only thing that means it's not a Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker is because this tube piece here should be copper, and this piece here should be copper, and it's not. It's anodized black. It's not the end of the world. I might actually take this piece out here, paint it copper and seal it in, and then put it all back together for a bit of realism. It's beautiful. When you turn it on, it goes, wow, see, and it does the little whip, 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 which I adore. It canes batteries like a bugger, but if I turn this big light off, and maybe if I turn this light off here, it does that. It's weak as all sin. Oh, it doesn't make any noises, but it makes me so happy. Of all the tat, every single piece of tat that I bought this year at the show, this thing hasn't left my side since I got home. I love it. I just love it. I need to polish it, and I need to take this stupid thing out. So I've ordered some LEDs online. It's a bit temperamental because it's 10 years old. Shut up. I've ordered 200 green LEDs. And that didn't work when I bought it, so I've literally had to strip every single piece off it. I've given it a good clean and put it back together. I've resoldered a load of the connections. I've extended a couple of pieces of wire that really needed to be because they were showing signs of cracking and wear. I've measured the voltage in and I've measured the voltage out. So I know what I need to do with regards to resistors to actually make a string blade. That neon strip in the blade is a EL. It's an electrolyte one, which means it's a sort of 6-inch wide 32-inch long piece of electrolyte strip that you put on the side of buildings and stuff to make them glow. That's what they used to make signs for the side of the road, advertising signs and stuff. That's what it used to be, electrolyte stuff. It's not bright. It's not bright. It needs a huge amount of power. Eats the batteries for breakfast. So I'm going to build my own lightsaber blade. I'm going to get some 3/4-inch polycarbonate tubing. I'm going to whack about 150 LEDs inside it, and I'm going to resist it down so it works on a 3.7 volt output. And when you turn that bad boy on, it's going to shine like the sun. When I do, I'll do a full review on the lightsaber and the blade that I'm going to build all in one great big hit. Then the party came home with me for a couple of days and we had fun, and it was beautiful, and I had just the most majestic weekend. It was great. As far as I was concerned, it lasted from Friday morning all the way till Wednesday night. It was different to auto assembly. It was just different. I got to hang out with different people. I got to do stuff. And I think I was looked at in a slightly different way because I'm really enjoying being the compere for these things at the moment. I really enjoy having the microphone in my hand, and I wish I got more opportunity to do it. I had lots and lots of people come up to me saying, Dave, you're quite good at doing this compere thing. You're quite good with a microphone. And I had a couple of people ask if I could help with their stuff and what do I do. And I didn't shy from it. I just got stuck in. I really enjoyed it. I really had a good time. I think I've covered it all now. Shout out to everyone that I met. Shout out to Baz, who bought me 2 little Star Trek spaceships, which I'm going to sit and make probably this evening with a beer, because it's Sunday, why not? Shout out to everyone that I met, absolutely everyone. It was just magic. You know what it's like when you go to a convention, because everyone's there for the same thing. There is no pretense. There's no... I mean, there is a social structure. If you're Mr. Super Cool, know everybody, then you work in a different way to other people. But and I don't know if the changes in me or whether the changes in the surroundings and the things that I'm doing. I think it's more the changes in me that I'm just braver to go up to people and go, all right, do you want to talk about some stuff? Yeah, and have a drink? Nice. My name has been SMS number 1, and I'm nearly at 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to go and nag some of your friends to subscribe to me, just so I can hit that magic 1,000 once. I just need 9 or 10. That'd be lovely. Beg, 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 beggy, beg, 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 beg. Forgot one. Forgot a toy. It's an important toy. There's a tiny story that goes behind it. Walking around the hall, saw Wilderness. He was in the queue, waiting for something. Hi, Jason. How you doing? I'm all right, Dave. What have you bought? And he just looked at me and he was like... Okay, fine, we'll see that in the video. He said to me, have you seen the Clear Optimus Prime? And I said, what Clear Optimus Prime? And he went, the Clear Optimus Prime! And I was like, oh, there's a Clear Optimus Prime. And that was kind of the end of the conversation. And then later on we were walking around and he saw him and I saw me and he saw me and I saw him. And he just went, Dave, come here! So we went and had a chat with the guy at the stall where it was. It was quite clearly a knockoff, but it's a very, very nice knockoff. It comes in quite a nice box, which is going to go in the bin. Some weird reason it transpired that I didn't want to pay the price that was on the thing. Jason had a guy with the chat. Wilderness had a chat with the guy who was running the stall. The guy who was running the stall had a chat with the guy who owned the stall, and it transpired that I ended up paying a price that I was kind of comfortable for with it. And it's another Prime to go in the box, and it's going to look so nice at the top of the glass. It's KO Optimus Prime, and it doesn't matter how you read this, and it doesn't matter how nice the box is. It's just a shonky KO in a nice box, but when you open it up, it's clear red, and it's clear blue, and it's clear, and it's Classics Optimus Prime. Oh, you put a light behind him, and he's just sexy, shiny, beautiful wonderfulness, but when you transform him, he makes some properly scary, creaky noises, and I'm like, oh, no.